one of the questions came through as, we're trying to drive personalization, right? Personalization in a cookieless environment. We run across, the finance marketers run across two sides of the same coin. On the one side, you have regulations externally that are pushing, and then internally, within the bank, and we all know this, you have extremely conservative compliance officers internally. So
model review board.
Yes, exactly.
Model risk management. Yeah.
That's right. You become an expert in T's and C's. And so, how do you try and balance? How do you try and balance this? And you're trying to get the right offer, right product to the consumer, but you have less tools around it, and then you have all this pressure around you. How have you seen, maybe from the client, how have you seen your clients trying to balance all of this?
It's a really tough one. And I don't know that there's a silver bullet yet. I think different clients are kind of approaching it in different ways. For example, approximating the targeting by mapping out in really detailed ways the sort of acquisition journeys, and trying to think through in a context focused from a context focused perspective. If context is going to be a dimension on which you can kind of be relevant, that's an angle potentially. So I mean, it is a very tough challenge for financial services, and I don't know that there is an answer yet. That is a solution. Travis, potentially from your perch with identity graph, there are some interesting options emerging.
Yeah. It is. I do agree. There's lots of different constituents, pushing and pulling, and the marketer at the end of the day is trying to get the the right offer to the right person at the right time, right messaging, and so trying to do all that with the infrastructure and technology in flux, can be quite challenging.
And the fundamental infrastructure is sort of shifting away, at least from like, if you think about flocks and turtle doves. Yeah, it's not personalization. It's still it's much broader than that. So that makes this even more challenging.
I would add, I do think, some of the infrastructure is now there. So, just speaking from a LiveRamp perspective, we have ATS live, authenticate traffic solutions live. We have cookieless inventory. We expect to have 90% of the US population covered on cookieless inventory within the next 90 days. And I think we have marketers running tests now. So it gets back to kind of the earlier point of, some of this works. Is it at full scale? Is it fully ready to go? No, it's not at full scale, but can you run a campaign with no scaling issues? Yes. Could we run all of the campaigns with no scaling issues? No, but we can run the ones that we that are running now. And I think, that gets back to start testing with this. So, we would love to, work with any of the financial services firms to test, how's attribution look in the post-cookie world? Again, Safari is completely cookieless. There's a great area for us to test this technology in. Because Safari and Firefox, 40% of the web inventory out there, cookies don't work, attribution doesn't work. And so there's opportunities to make real gains now over the next year and a half, while preparing for what is going to be the completely cookieless world come January of 2022.